Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Cemetery Road. This is a live stream. I know I haven't done a live stream in a little while. Hopefully, you guys can let me know if you can hear me, if everything looks good. I just finished airing the first of our behind the scenes videos from our big trip that we went on. It seems like forever ago, honestly, but it wasn't only maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't, time means nothing to me anymore. But there was some technical difficulties in the premiere, so hopefully, upon rewatching that quick episode, those issues aren't there. I was kind of annoyed by that whole thing. Thanks for letting me know that you guys can hear me and see me. Betty, tomorrow is her wedding anniversary. Congratulations, happy anniversary. Glad we can hang out. I haven't been around for the live streams for a while because I started a new job recently. It's been taking up a ton of my time, but I made sure to plan this time to catch up with. But I couldn't just do it by myself because nobody wants to hear me ramble. So I had to bring some friends along. First up in the friend group is Crow of Judas.
Hey
Howdy,
guys.
sir.
Hello world.
Hey guys. Good to see you. Good to see you, sir.
You
Me and
too,
you haven't
buddy.
had a chance to chit chat in a few weeks. It's good to have you around.
Thanks, man. I
We
missed you a
also
lot.
got Cassie and Ron, our friends from Canada. Cassie's not going to be able to stick around too long because she's a responsible adult and has to go to work.
Yeah, I have to leave in 15 minutes.
she's going to tag team with her hubby Ron, and he's going to hang out with us. The freshly tattooed Ron with his little lovebirds on his arm.
Aww.
That's me and his tattoo. It's Rainbow Belly. Draw your own conclusions. But of course, we all can't hang out without Doof Paranormal. Karen herself in her cave of wonders. Every time I see you, there seems to be more stuff.
Yeah. I've got Crow, the shape. I've got a bus.
A little bit. You do.
Where's the bacon?
I got a bus.
Where's the bacon, Karen? Oh. That's all I gotta say. Where's the bacon? Come on.
I saw a bacon chew toy for a dog. I tell you what, I'll get one and I'll hang it there. Okay?
There you go. There you go. So we're here to just kind of hang out with you guys. We just premiered the first episode of the behind the scenes stuff that I shot. Now, one of the things I wanted to do, I wanted to shoot a ton of behind the scenes stuff of our trip. And I think I did a pretty good amount of filming, but I also didn't want to spend the entire trip behind the camera. So I was really focused on trying to hang out with my friends on this trip. And I definitely did that. I have no regrets.
Good job, sir.
But thankfully Ron was there to be like, yo, bro, behind the scenes. Oh yeah, maybe I should shoot that kind of stuff. The first two episodes are kind of short, guys. The first two episodes, like this one was like, I don't know, 7 minutes. The next one, I believe, is about 8 minutes or so. But once Cassie and Ron join us, it gets those episodes will be a little bit longer, so maybe about 15 minutes
better,
or so.
Obviously.
There's just more. We're doing more because
me
and Karen did some really good stuff on our trip to catch up with Ron and Cassie. But once we all got together, man, we did a ton of stuff. And so as these things we're doing increased, the longer the episodes are going to get longer, obviously.
Hey, Jason, did we? Tanya just said waiting for hot tub footage. Did we? Did we film anything?
No,
I think
the hot tub is sacred. I did. Spoiler. I did get in the hot tub with my phone in my pocket one night.
Oh,
what do you mean? No, you're the one that helped me dry it out.
That's right. I do remember that. Yeah,
I had to get your air compressor to blow it out because it wouldn't charge the next morning. So it was good. Like it worked. I mean, it's an iPhone. It's pretty water resistant. But the next morning, I'm trying to charge it and it would not charge. And it's like at 4%. And I'm like, I can't charge my phone. And so he took me outside to the garage. He blew out the port with his air compressor. And it eventually started working again. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
euphemism or not, you decide. But guys, it's been a long week. As I've mentioned before, I started a new job. It's kept me very, very, very busy. And I know a lot of people have sent me messages being like, "Are you okay? We haven't seen you in a while." Totally fine. I'm good. I'm just stupid busy. And my job requires me to wake up at like 3:45 in the morning. And so I don't get to stay up late anymore. But it's my day off. So technically I work today, but I don't have to work tomorrow. So I'm here with you guys to have some fun.
Yeah.
Cheers, live stream. Cheers. I'm ready. It's been a long week. Sheila asked, "Do I like my new job?" You know what? It pays the bills. It's a fine job for the bills I need to pay. But I do miss hanging out with you guys. I do miss what Cemetery Road is. Like I haven't filmed a single thing since our trip. Editing has become a bit of a problem because I just have no energy or time to get editing done. That's why this is taking a couple weeks longer than I thought to get this 6-minute episode out. But I'm going to spend this weekend kind of like catching up because I know this week I will be putting out a cemetery video, and then that'll come out on Wednesday. On Thursday, we will have Weeping Willow's second part of their investigation series for Octagon Hall. Karen's got her stuff coming out fast and furious, so make sure you're subscribed over there to watch all of her videos. And then the week after next week, then you'll have part 3 of Octagon Hall from me. So I'm trying to get a couple weeks ahead with my footage because I also want to put out the next episode of On the Road and get my next cemetery video ready for you guys, because there are 2 cemeteries that I spent hours at coming up. And so those are going to be like multi-part cemetery video series of these 2 very massive cemeteries that I visited. And then we're going to get into cemeteries that we visited on our trip that is also going to be a multi-part series. You're going to have a lot of cemeteries coming up very, very soon. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. I see a lot of familiar faces. You guys are awesome. I'm going to run through the list real quick. Joe, we've got Joe in the house. We've got Dan Text. We've got Tarnia. We've got Allie. We've got Sheila. We've got, who else do we got here? We got Stephanie. We got Mike B in the house. We got Betty in the house. Just shout out if I'm missing somebody. I'm like scrolling through real quick. For some reason, my computer is really laggy. Dan Tex is hanging out with us. Stephanie's here. If I'm repeating names, just forgive me. But
Sorry
yeah, guys, I'm sorry I've been kind of out of the loop. But the good thing about this group of friends is, like, even when my channel's quiet, like, you got Karen putting out videos, you got Weeping Willow putting out videos. Crow will drop a video once in a while just to boil your brain and be like, are aliens real? Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't.
They are. Yes.
You never know.
I'm waiting. I'm telepathically asking the aliens to please come and get me. I need to get off of this planet.
Carrie Photo's in the house. Antoine is in the house. Raquel is in the house. Sheila. Spooky time with J9. Janine, I hope you are doing well. You're awesome. I hope Crow sent your birthday message from me to you. I was a day late because honestly, I don't even know what day it is ever anymore. It's sad. Like, I remembered, I'm like, oh yeah, Janine needs a video. I'll make it. Like, I literally made it as I was like going to work. And then he like sent me, he's like, yeah, bro, that was yesterday. I was like,
he doesn't know about
how are all of you?
Getting married. He doesn't know about Cassie being pregnant. He just doesn't ask all this stuff.
I'm not.
No, she's not.
Miracle and a half.
I would be shocked.
I think Ron
he would then be very upset.
With himself, only himself to blame. Hey, Janine. Hope you're feeling better, kiddo.
Mike is in the house.
Oh, hello, Mike.
I think the burning question I think everybody has on their mind is, Cassie, how did your test go?
Oh, I'm like, I'm like, oh no.
Cassie, how dare you?
So I think okay. I don't want to get my hopes up because like it was
You
a
still
big
don't
deal,
know?
right?
I think she did.
I
I think she passed it. She nailed it.
How do you don't know that?
No, you nailed it.
So there was a lot of questions I knew right off the bat where I was laughing, like I laughed out loud at a few of the questions because I knew them like that. So I was like, yes. Some questions I could reason out, and then there were some questions I'm like, I didn't learn this. Actually, Karen might know this question. There was a question about E. coli.
E. coli?
Yeah. On the test.
What, a massage therapy?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I know.
I think too close to the back.
Yes, wash your chicken. Like
I know, but it had to do with
About E. coli.
like conditions about the urinary tract. No, the urinary
right,
like
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Female,
But I was like,
the female urinary tract, yes, that's often a common infection for the female urinary tract. When you get tested, you'll often be told it's a E. coli issue, and that means girls from front to back. Just boys don't need to worry about that.
so yeah, no, I was like,
boys, just stay clean, all right?
Yeah. What a weird question to put in a massage.
I know.
test.
So I was like, I don't remember learning about that specifically. So I was like, dear God. So there were just some questions I didn't know. Some I like. There was one test. Some of the questions I was like, I was showing Ron this one test, and it literally was like, "What is this test?" It was like a picture, and I was like, I know that. So I don't know.
Well, we expect. Yeah, we expect to be updated the second you know.
Well, I mean,
tell the internet before you tell your husband. That's how this thing works.
No, that's not how it works. What the heck?
no, I think it's a 3 to 6 week time periods. I have like on the earliest side, I have like 2 more weeks. So, but guys, this is the thing. I don't want to say I passed and I didn't, and then you guys would be like, "You suck."
Oh, well,
No,
look,
if you
worst
did,
case
let's
scenario,
say you didn't pass. Let's devil's advocate, you didn't pass. Now you know what to expect when you do it again because you're gonna get there.
That was like kind of my motto because
But we all know you passed. Like, come on.
Yeah,
exactly, right? Exactly. I felt the same way when I took my test for my crane ticket.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he failed miserably, but all it took was $200 and a promise of a back rub, and suddenly he had a job.
I was watching footage of us on the way to Waverley Hills in the car, following the guy up the driveway, and Ron, oh look, whatever the tractor was, oh look.
Guys, you don't even know. And now I cannot drive anywhere if I see any sort of like equipment. Like building equipment, tractors, cranes, whatever. I'm like, Ron would love this guy. Nobody's in the car with me, but Ron would be slowing down. He'd be like,
oh my gosh,
what kind of crane is that?
Oh, constantly.
The whole thing.
Constantly, Cassie was on me like, keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on the road.
Go straight. I would see like huge cranes or like any of that.
Well,
like...
me and Karen were in the van, and we were going through a section of like, Kentucky or something. I don't know. We were in so many different places. Windy road. Yeah. And there was construction like every, 30 minutes they were doing something to the road or whatever. So a big tractor, big crane, whatever. And we were like, well, here goes Ron, because almost immediately like their car would just start going a little slower. So we would get super a little bit farther ahead, and then right after the construction was done. It's like, come on.
Hey, those in America, they do things big over there. I don't know what it is. It's always big
and dangerous, apparently.
Big jobs.
We were like they had that equipment like right up on the edge. He was about to die. It's crazy because near me there's bridge construction going on. So there was bridges over this big river right next to where I live. One bridge was going one way and the other bridge was going the other. And they have to replace both sides. They're replacing the entire thing. So they diverted all traffic to one, and then they tore down the other one to the point where they like tore it down, and then they imploded like the supports and everything. So now they're rebuilding that side, but they've got these giant cranes on ferries in the river to like do their thing. And every time I drive by, I'm like, Ron would love this. Ron would, whoa.
I think Cassie has to go, Jason.
I do have to go.
Oh, yes, Cassie.
I'm sorry.
You got to go to work. I don't know. Maybe you're feeling a little.
It's too late to be sick.
It's too late. And also, if someone was like, why is like Cassie on the internet?
Yeah, what?
Well, thanks for hanging out,
Hey, Lazy.
Cassie.
Okay, see ya.
Have
Bye,
fun at
Cassie.
work.
Talk to you soon.
Yes, for sure.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm just gonna say
Now
goodbye,
you get-
guys. I'll be right back.
You get the big chair now, Ron. Aren't you excited?
I know. I'll be right back.
Give me a
Okay.
Yeah, go
Bye.
give her a kiss. Bye-bye. Quick, she'll be gone.
He's going to lock the door is what he's going to do.
I'll be right back.
He's going to lock the door.
Like, and get out.
Are you okay, Crow? You still there?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
He's just
What are you doing
listening
today?
to us yap.
Just fishing
No.
some tuna.
Tuna's good
Mm,
for you,
tuna.
full of all those omega-3s. Excellent. Crow and
So-
I on a health kick, aren't we, Crow?
Well, yeah, I am, but I really messed up today when I was out and about today. I had some square burgers. They're called Crystals.
Oh,
I hadn't had them in quite a while, so
I have
yeah. I
not
was
yet had
that way.
crystals since coming out this way.
Dude. They're the best ones I've probably ever had.
Well, here's the thing, bro. So I have friends that I have a friend that lives in
stop it, puss.
Mississippi. I have a friend that lives in Georgia, and they're always just like, "Oh yeah, crystals. Yeah, crystals. Good times. You get them little burgers. It's fine." Every single crystals I've come across is closed.
Wow.
Like there's one in Tulsa that it closed down. So like it looks like a crystals, but it's empty inside. It's
Yeah.
closed. And then as
Most
I
of them are
drive
Chinese
around, like
places.
for some weird reason, maybe I'm just like on the bye. We said bye already, Cassie. Maybe I'm just on the edge of their kind of their territory or whatever. But every time I'm driving through, it's just like either closed or under renovation, or it's just the wrong time of day and they haven't opened yet.
Oh.
So it's that elusive crystals that I still have not had.
Damn it. One day, man.
I guarantee when I do have crystals, I'll send a photo. I'll be like,
Give me a
dude,
call.
I finally got it. Let me describe how this tastes.
See, I haven't had a White Castle yet, which is just its competitor. So I've never had a White Castle.
See,
Yeah.
me, and you'll see this in future
Ron and
episodes
Cassie,
of
yeah.
the On the Road. Me, Ron, and Cassie managed to get over to a White Castle one morning.
Oh,
And while I do not regret the trip, it just wasn't anything exciting.
wasn't that great? Yeah.
But that's how I am with most of these fast food places that have like this pastiche, this like, oh man, you got it like In and
Yeah.
Out or what's the Chick-fil-A?
Five Guys.
Chick-fil-A, like Five Guys, like all these places that are only available in like limited quantities around the US, and they're just like, oh man, you got to try this place. Every time I've tried it, I'm just like, maybe it's just
Right.
because it's not just everywhere. People like ascribe it this like legendary status, but I've never hit a place where I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's what they're talking about, kind of thing.
Right. Mm.
Well, that was good, healthy talk.
Listen,
Yeah.
you got to talk fast food or junk food or something.
Okay, I'll say one thing before the food discussion's over. Right now, like my favorite burger is Whataburger. It's Whata. It's like WHATA. Yeah, Whataburger.
What's
And they
a
have-
burger?
And they have a burger there that's I put this. You get the special sauce. It's called pepper sauce. It's like pepper mayonnaise sauce or some shit. And that I say extra mayonnaise, extra pepper sauce. And this thing is just it's got 3 pieces of cheese. I'm telling you, it's orgasmic. That's my favorite burger over anybody right now. I mean, it's like my
There
Big
you go.
Big Macs and quarter pounders every once in a while, but that thing's my jam right now for as far as the best burger I have locally.
Just
Allie is
remember
throwing
that
down in the
it's
chat
new, Crow.
Freddy's
A new
burgers.
burger.
Allie, are you talking about like Freddy's custard and burgers? There's a place called Freddy's like custards or something here I have yet to try. I don't know if that's the same place you're talking about. Because I'm always down for a good burger.
think that's a steak burger place, I want to say. I'm guessing.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, steak burgers, like Steak and Shake. Hell yeah.
Ron
Grease.
has returned, and he's taken the big chair.
And I got another beer.
Yeah, me too. I got another beer here too. Allie says, yes, Freddy's Custard. That's the place. I have one locally. I have yet to try it, and now I think I may have to.
What's a Freddy's Custard?
I don't want to know.
Like a burger joint.
I bet it's Allie's steak burgers. Let me know in the chat. You just old
Allie, if you're available to jump into the live stream, just let me know. We'll throw you up on in this thing. I had a really good burger today from a place called Brickyard Brewery, which is more of a restaurant than a brewery. Every time I go there, they never have the beer that they brew anyway.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, it's super dumb.
How can you call yourself a brewery?
But their burger, I had like a cheddar bacon burger today. It was
fuck.
Ooh.
Stop it!
No.
I'm eating vegetables and chicken, and that's all I've
You know
had
what?
for
You want to know what my
weeks.
favorite snack is right now? It's my kind of go-to snack.
Shut up!
And
shut
it's not like super crazy. Is literally like I get a package of like this. It's like what is it called? It's like
it's called
cracked pepper turkey. Like it's literally just lunch meat. It's turkey lunch meat. The entire package is like 200 calories. Like you could eat that whole package of this lunch meat for like 200 calories. And so I'll just grab like a big thing of it. I'll throw some mustard on it, and that's my snack. Like I'll eat that.
Mustard.
And it fills you up, and it's pretty dang good, but it has like barely any calories.
The only problem for me is it's not the calories. It's not the calories, it's the carbs. My body can't get rid of the carbs, so it turns it into fat, so I can't. I was doing calorie control, 1,200 calories a day. Didn't lose an ounce. But now
no carbs and just rolled up turkey.
Yep, no carbs.
I don't even put it on bread. I don't make sandwiches. I
just meat and mustard. Hell yeah! Okay, I got you.
I'll throw a pickle or two in there too, like.
Yeah,
because
that's probably okay. If it's
as
real
much as
meat,
I like
not
a sandwich, if I just want like a quick thing that because I don't want to cook or whatever, I'll just take just a good chunk of that turkey. I'll throw a couple pickles on it, squirt some mustard on it, roll it up. I'm good, man.
Damn.
I don't need the bread and everything. Like that's nothing.
Yeah, no, I don't. I've cut out all bread, cake, sugar, everything, and the weight's coming off.
Awesome.
But it's hard. It's hard.
I know. I've lost like 5 pounds since I started my new job.
I don't know
but it's
what
a lot more.
Kilo, I don't know what kilo converts to in pounds, but I've lost 6
I have no clue.
6 kilos? That's like 3 pounds.
Is it? Is that all?
No, it's like about 10 pounds.
Roll it up in lettuce. Yeah. Do a little lettuce wrap.
Geez, that's depressing.
No, it's about 9 pounds, Karen.
Oh,
it's the other way.
That's better.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're right, Crow. My bad.
It's hard, Tanya. It's really hard. Actually, it's not hard anymore. It's not hard anymore because now my body's going, I'm not craving sugar or anything, but every now and then I walk past the bakery and you smell the bread. It's the bread, that smell of bread, fresh, warm, out the oven bread, and I've just got to keep walking. But I'm getting very satisfied on just my vegetable because it's keto. I'm doing keto. So there's absolutely no carbs, but heaps of fat. So avocado, butter, cream, and I'm losing weight. So I'm happy. So who knows, Ron? Next time I come, I should be able to actually have a bikini on, and it'll be good. Straight into the hot
until he
tub.
starts firing up the smoker.
Ruin all that.
God, man.
Freaking 3 a.m. wings.
Chicken wings. Oh yeah.
Now I've already told.
I can still taste them, sir.
I've already told Ron I'll be back. I've got to go back. But yeah. Oh, and Ron, since I've got to put a hold on some of my other episodes because Jason, I've got my I've got the next 2 locations history researched, etc., and ready to rock and roll. So this week, Ron, I'll do the fascinating facts with Ron thing. Okay, so I've got to put it together. So hopefully I'll have that ready.
I can't wait.
Karen,
wait.
can you do me a favor just for my filmmaking brain? Can you bring your camera down just a tiny bit?
Oh,
your doof paranormal name is like covering half your face.
There. Is that better?
That's pretty good.
No,
Yeah, can't see Crow and
now. Too much.
Well, they saw him enough. But every time you're like talking, like your doof paranormal name is cutting off half your face.
Oh, well, that's not a bad thing. Jeez.
Look,
I got my T-shirt.
I know. I don't even have one yet. I'm gonna order mine tomorrow.
This is the one with the. Oh, hang on.
With it's the special edition. Look at that thing. That looks good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I've got that.
Who made that up?
A special edition T-shirt that I made right when I got home.
Oh my goodness!
So you can order it from that specific version. I threw the link for members only.
Oh.
So I don't know, like unless you're a member, you can't really find that link.
Not a member, unfortunately.
I'll send you the link.
Listen to those dogs.
Send me the link. I want one. And
I mean, I think Tarnia is a member, so she could probably drop the link to the members only shirt if she would like to. But you could also just get the shirt that's got the front that Karen has that says barbecue, breweries, ghosts, cemeteries, ghosts, and then like sleep is crossed out.
Yeah.
Because that was literally our trip, guys. We were hitting flipping breweries. We were hitting cemeteries. We were hitting some really good barbecue places. And then like very little sleep.
There just isn't enough hours in the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's not. And we did so much. And thankfully, like, because I've got cool friends, we went back to the same cemetery twice because we had, it's so big. It was so big and it was so much fun.
It was worth it. That cemetery, like, I was awestruck. Just the sheer size of it and the monuments that were there.
We lost Karen twice.
Blown away.
Like, that's how big it was.
Yeah.
Karen's like, I'm going to wander over here. And we're like, cool. And then like 5 minutes later, we're like,
Karen,
where is Karen? Like we're yelling for her and like we're trying to track her down. And unfortunately, like for some reason, like cell phone service just was spotty as hell. And so like we were messaging each other, but with her having like an Australian phone and Canadian phones and American, like we were having so much trouble trying to track them down.
No, get down.
Sorry. I will, bro. Calm down.
Sorry, we'll settle down.
But it was a lot of fun. So I'm excited for all the content that I'm about to start getting out there, because not only do we have the investigation videos, which are a lot of fun. I love being able to bring you guys different aspects or different views from the same investigation that we're all putting out, but also like the behind the scenes stuff and the cemetery stuff we did, because I want you guys to kind of like feel like just a little bit about how this trip was to experience for us. And right now the first 2 episodes of this road trip series is me and Karen just like making our way like towards the actual trip, because like the trip kind of happened in 3 sections. It was me and Karen hanging out in Oklahoma and then making our way towards Kentucky. The first location was in Kentucky. And then like all of us doing all the stuff and going to Canada and hanging out, going to Niagara Falls. Woo! And then me and Karen making our way back to Oklahoma, which I barely shot anything during that part because we were just focused on a mission.
Yeah,
because we wanted to go
to the Titanic, and
which is very like in the news again today. But we went to a Titanic exhibit, which was really, really cool. And like I won't even lie, like we went to the Titanic exhibit in Branson, Missouri.
It's a Titanic.
There was and then almost we came back home. Karen flew out, whatever. But while she was in Virginia City, I was at home watching Titanic, and then I watched like 3 documentaries on Titanic. I was like
a Titanic duck.
Nope. Oh my goodness!
I got a Titanic ship. That was our boarding pass.
Oh wow!
And then it gives you the name of somebody who was on the ship.
Yeah,
it was a really good thing.
What's this? Oh, and this is just the envelope. My piece of the Titanic came in. See?
You got a piece of the Titanic?
Yep.
That's
it's authenticated. It's proper.
Wow.
It's real. It came off. Someone got a because after it sunk, they went out there in boats and they were what's the word where you grab stuff that's floating?
The
salvage.
Salvage. Yeah.
So they salvaged a few things, and one man salvaged a cupboard, and he kept it for years. And now the cupboard, certain parts of the cupboard, have been absconded. So
wow.
Stop.
She's talking, Crow.
I'm so sorry, guys. Stop. Freaking cat's attacking me over here.
Oh, the cat's attacking me. Oh no.
We know it's so funny.
Yeah, but it was really cool. Yeah.
Cool. Sheila Hall says, "I've been to the Titanic exhibit. It is really fun. Did you go to the one in Branson, Missouri, Sheila? Because I know there's multiple ones.
Is there really multiple ones?
Yeah. And the one in Branson, Missouri, it's a little gaudy in terms of like, and that's one of the things that kind of struck me on the whole thing. So it looks like J9. The outside of the building looks like the Titanic, like a chunk, like the forward bow of the Titanic. So it looks really interesting, but there's like part of it's like an iceberg, so it looks like it's. Sheila says she went to one in Minneapolis, but the exhibit itself is very reverent and very interesting and very respectful of the situation that the Titanic was. But then I felt weird going into the gift shop. Not so much like gift shop. I get it. It's a museum. Totally fine. But the fact that there was like Titanic, the board game. I'm like, hours of fun for the family. Just to hang out and play a game based around thousands of people dying.
There were a few.
Like I have a weird, like, I don't know how to feel about this kind of thing about some of the items in the gift shop. And I get that the Titanic has been turned into like a pop cultural point in history with James Cameron's Titanic. And I get all of that. And I get the interest in the tragedy, but I think the tragedy aspect of that is getting forgotten as time moves on. Much like everything else in our history. Once we're so far removed from something that's tragic, like it stops becoming like this tragedy and it starts becoming just a footnote in history. So I get it, but I think the Titanic is like on the edge of that in our culture. It's on the edge of that, like becoming just a thing.
It's a bit like Elvis. It's a bit like Graceland.
Yeah, and you'll see that in the next episode, next On the Road episode. Me and Karen get to go to Graceland, and it's almost the same thing I felt there because me and Karen went to Graceland, and while we know it's a museum, and honestly,
what are you doing, Crow?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that loud? I'm so sorry.
He's just crunching a bag of chips. It's fine. Graceland, I know it's a place that tourists go, and like part of it is very Disneyland-esque in terms of like,
isn't it? It was really
like
gaudy.
it's kind of weird.
To me, a bit tasteless.
But me and Karen were both in Graceland, like inside of Graceland, the actual walking through Elvis's home, and both of us had the same feeling of like this still feels like a home, and it feels weird to walk through it. And we're gonna get joined.
Hey.
By Allie, who is wearing the same shirt.
I just realized that we're twinning.
That's funny.
Twinning.
Walking through Graceland,
so like when it
kind
comes,
of felt intrusive It was
just a tiny bit,
cool,
yeah.
but it was sort of like, oh, you know, like you've accidentally walked through your neighbour's home and they're not there, and you feel a bit, oh, I shouldn't really be.
I think
I don't know.
I think
Not that I
part
do
of
that
it
much.
was, I think the thing that like made that feeling almost immediately is you walk in the front doors of Graceland, and immediately there's a staircase that goes upstairs, and they're like, nobody goes upstairs, like nobody, because when Elvis would have people over to his home, which wasn't often, any guests would stay downstairs. Like guests just hung out downstairs because upstairs was where Elvis had his private life. Like the rest of his life was in the spotlight. The rest of his life was for the world. But when you went upstairs, that was his life. So nobody's allowed up there. And that's the first bit of information you get when you walk into that place. And so you're immediately reminded that this is somebody's home. Not just a place, but a home. And so the rest of the place feels that way moving forward, and it's really weird. And so that feeling kind of carried over into the Titanic exhibit, because you're in a place that's just kind of, it's a little gaudy, it's a little out there and like, hey, come look at me. But inside they're like, yo guys, like many people died, and there's lists on the wall of all the people that died and all the ages of them and the stories of all these people that died. And then you walk into a gift shop, it's like, you want to take a board game home that's based on this tragedy? I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this. No. It's a little weird.
Yeah, it is a bit weird, but the Titanic exhibition itself was very respectful. Like that was very nice.
Yeah. Everything inside the building, totally awesome. Ron is in the chat.
Yeah, I'm in the chat.
Aaron DiCarlo. Hey, Aaron, how are you doing? Maisie has joined us in the chat. Just trying to.
I'm not going to say who, but I've actually unfriended some people on my Facebook over this Titanic thing. So careful what anyone says in this chat, because I wouldn't want to ban you from my channel. I'm really angry at what people have been saying. Crow understands, don't you, Crow? So
on the Titanic? Oh, the submarine thing. Gotcha. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fucking evil, narcissistic, shitty human beings saying some disgusting things. So
we don't want to bring this. No, we don't want to bring.
I'm just saying, don't care for what you're saying here, because I'll bar you. So, yep. I threw it
bring
out
the ban hammer down.
I did. I did. I've told you people that if someone does the wrong thing by me, you've got 5 seconds. And if you do the wrong thing by other people, you've got about 2. So
Aaron says, I've been down the Titanic rabbit hole for the last couple of days. I think most of the world has. As I was saying, like, when I got home, I watched Titanic, like the James Cameron movie, and then watched a bunch of documentaries. One of them being like literally James Cameron just like doing a documentary on some of the things he presented in the movie that may or may not be how it happened, and him kind of like going through. And then I watched the actual discovery of the Titanic. I watched a documentary about kind of how the Titanic is held up since being discovered up until now, and kind of the deterioration of the shipwreck, and kind of what's expected of the shipwreck as time goes on. Super interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. So
is there more than one
super into Titanic history, go check that out.
I'm sorry, Jason. Is there more than one?
Well,
more than
there's
one
a night to remember. I think is one of the earliest ones.
The very
and
the
then Titanic, James Cameron's movie. If you want to go, that's A Night to Remember.
There's tons.
If you want to go, like,
they made
kind
quite
of
a few in the 70s as well.
Raise the Titanic was basically, it was a book written about people who find the Titanic and they raise it to the surface of the water. and because it was in the book, there was a bunch of gold on the Titanic when it went down, and so like people were like fighting over who gets to have it, and somebody raises the Titanic, but that was before the Titanic was discovered in 2 pieces. So like, this book and this movie were made when they thought like when Titanic sank, it's still in 1 piece, and so the movie's not factually correct whatsoever.
Right.
It's just
that's
sort
cool.
of like a set piece for this story, but it's super interesting. And if you want to get really minute, you can watch Ghostbusters 2, where the ghost of the Titanic ship appears in the harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the nicest
Sharon
one
is
the
in the
original
house.
one, right? The one from I think 1930 something. That's a good one. It's black and white.
A Night to Remember.
Super sad. Super sad. Hey, Dantex, on my little short, did you know the music? Just curious. I made sure I put a particular song in my little short. But I don't know if everybody got it. They probably thought, this is a really old song. I don't want to listen to it.
Aaron says, I've been watching the documentaries about how it was built and etc. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, back then, I think we take for granted how things are built as a society. Like, we don't really understand or take into fact that like things were very difficult. And when you look at the Titanic and when it was built, when those like the fact that like the manpower needed to create those ships, Titanic or otherwise, like, is ridiculous.
Have you seen the pictures of the guys building I'm sorry, what's that tall one called? The Empire State Building, back in the black and white pictures are hanging off the fucking scaffold.
Yeah, where they're all selling games and stuff.
Dude, that's back in the old. Wow.
Hell no. How much did those people get paid? Wasn't enough. Was not enough. They were risking their lives every single day.
You can rewatch it
Sharon
if you want
says,
to.
sorry, can't text right now. Trying to eat some Jack in the Box.
Ooh, I had that for lunch.
How is a caterpillar doing?
I haven't had Jack in the Box in forever.
Raquel asked me how the caterpillar is doing. I don't. What's she mean by that?
Is that code word for
Caterpillar? I know it's like a brand for heavy
Caterpillar's
machinery. Is that what?
Yeah,
there's Caterpillar.
Probably
equipment.
asking about what you're doing for work. Yeah, that's probably what she's asking about.
Oh, maybe.
Dantex, you're cute. Dantex has gone off to watch my short quickly so he can come back and tell me if he knows this
on my lip.
Raquel says the caterpillar on your lip. She's talking about your Tony Stark you got going on.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good, actually.
Doctor Strange.
Keeping it nice and clean.
Kind of just trimming it and myself and kind of working on it a little bit. I don't want it to get too out of control, you know. I'm still getting used to it, of course.
That's okay. I'm all trimmed up.
Do you find Jason?
Sharon says, "How have you been doing, Jason? I miss your face. I've been doing good. I've gotten a new job. Karen, you got super dark. There you go.
Huh?
I'm assuming it's the computer screen that you have lighting yourself.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was typing and then put the window down. I'm multitasking. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, I got a new job that just has my schedule just all over the place, so I haven't been able to hang out in the evenings for like live streams or like even I put out one of my videos. I want to say last week's cemetery video or whatever, and I put it out early so I could be in the chat, and then I want to say Allie was like, yeah, sorry, I missed your episode. It's like it was too early for me or whatever.
Well, okay. Yeah, I was doing things. That was the day that I wasn't going to make it, but then I had to take the day off, but then I had to do other things, and yeah.
She was doing some things.
For you on the West Coast,
I was doing dog things, okay?
A couple hours early, and I was just like, man, I can't put out episodes at like 5 p.m. Like, that's just not going to work. But I have to go to bed at like 9 p.m. for me.
Allie.
7 for Allie on the West Coast.
Yeah, yeah.
So I put it out
fault.
too early, and then last week my episode I put out at 9, but I made it halfway through the episode, and I'm like, I gotta go to bed. It's 9:30. I'm so tired. Like I gotta wake up at 3:30. So I wasn't able to hang out as much. Yeah, it sucks, but it's a job, guys. Gotta do what you gotta do.
3:30. Yeah, that's pretty damn early. I don't blame you there.
I'm getting used to it, but I have to be really strict about when I go to bed. Right now, it's my day off. Well, I worked this morning. I have tomorrow off. I have Monday off, but then Monday night I got to be in bed at 9 p.m. Like, I have to, or else I'm just miserable the next day, and I don't feel like doing that. Mm-hmm. So my schedule is all over the place, which unfortunately doesn't give me a lot of time to hang out with. Like, if you guys do live streams on Thursday nights, like that's a no for me, or a Friday night even is a no, because I've been working on Saturdays, and my schedule's about to change again to where I'll still do early days, but I just don't know what days I'll be working. It's kind of all over the place, but I'm going to do my best to be hanging out with you guys a little bit more. But yeah, thanks for your patience in getting my stuff out and doing some live streams. I appreciate
that's
y'all.
Cool. That's cool, man. We get you, dude. We're here, you know. We're here for you, buddy.
I just went from being around a lot to being around none.
Yeah, we're like,
but
what
I
the
promise
fuck?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's mostly I just don't want to hang out with Crow, but like sometimes I just gotta suck it up. Spooky Time with J9 says, I got a new job as well. Well, congrats on the new job. Hope it's doing good.
She does, and she got a new car. Yeah. Even though her other one's gone, she got a new nice car. It's a really amazing job, and she's just really sore from the accident. I think she's still walking pretty. You know, it's hard to walk for her, but
yeah,
she's tough as freaking nails, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheila.
It's hard.
I'm going to just don't know when.
J9, like I get it. Like starting a new job is difficult right at the beginning because you're learning that new job. That learning process sucks because you would rather just wake up and know what you're dealing with that day and being confident in your abilities for that day. But until you get to that point, like every day is just a bit of a pain in the butt.
It drains you. Yeah, this training period is a whole different beast, man. It's a lot more tiring, it seems like, as well. You're training for a job.
Yeah, because mentally you're trying to remember everything. It's not until it becomes second nature that the mental exhaustion goes away. And right now I'm still in that I have to remember everything phase.
Yeah,
because the job is more complicated than it honestly needs to be. So yeah, I appreciate you, J9, popping in. I know you've had a rough go of it lately and having a new job. Like, thanks for popping in and hanging out with us. Sheila says, starting a new job is mentally challenging for sure. It is. Karen, you are on the hunt for a new job. How is that going?
I'm not looking.
I mean, stopped. That's fair.
I'm going to do it again. But I was saying the other day to someone, I was looking and all the jobs that I can do are popping up. There's tons. There's no excuse for me not to have a job, but it's going back to what I used to do, and I don't want to. And I get really just reading the job description gets me stressed out. So I thought, I can't go back to a job where, I can't. So I'm still on the thinking board. Yeah, nah.
Nah.
Nah, none of that. So,
hey guys,
I don't know.
Spooky Time with J9 says, in terms of like the training process and learning a new job, she says, yes, drinking from a fire hydrant. I have used that analogy so many times over the last 4 or 5 weeks. because the amount of information and things I'm expected to remember has been so overwhelming that it's like drinking from a fire hydrant. You turn that thing, it's just like bam, you're hit in the face with so much stuff, and you're like, and my memory's not great. It's not great at all. And so when one of the first things I was told at my new job was everything you're going to log into or deal with, or like when you're looking down a list of things, and there's a 10-digit code that is going to be your code for this job. Remember it, because you're going to need it so much. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not good with numbers, guys. And you're telling me I'm going to need to remember a 10-digit code for everything? Like, that's not going to be good. And it hasn't been good. But I totally appreciate that idea of just like being overwhelmed with that kind of a thing. And guys, if you have any questions for anybody in the chat, I know Ron's sitting there kind of bored. He looks sleepy. He looks sleepy. Let's wake him up. But you can throw down questions. That's what the live streams are for, to include you in everything we're doing. So questions about the investigation videos that we've been putting up, the On the Road episode that I just put up. What's your favorite fast food? What's your favorite good, healthy snack? Because we could all use some good, healthy snacks. Let us know. Any of those kind of things. Like, let's interact, guys.
Stop
hummus
talking
is
about
good.
food.
Hummus and pretzels.
Cucumbers.
Bro, if you want to talk about a food that I had last night, I did something. I'm not even gonna like explain what I did. I had some jalapenos in what I ate last night.
Oh, jalapenos.
So I got like 5 jalapenos from the grocery store. The first one I had, really good, really tasty, a lot of jalapeno flavor, not too much heat. You're good. It's fine. The next one I had threw me off because, man, I was dying. I was dying how hot that jalapeno was. Woo.
I'll do jalapeno poppers.
For some reason, though, I'm
yes, jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers are good, and I think there's healthy ways to do some jalapeno poppers.
Bacon wrapped.
But man, sometimes you get those jalapenos. Yeah. Sometimes you get those jalapenos though that are just like full of flavor, and sometimes you get the ones that just want to destroy you. They're like, we are nothing but heat. Welcome to our world. Oh my god. And that's what I had last night. I was dying. Hummus and carrot sticks, Laws from Oz says.
Ooh, yeah, I've done that before. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I appreciate a carrot stick. I would much rather have a celery stick, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
celery with
cream
cheese and lots of salt too.
Jason, you ever do the ant logs? You know what I'm talking about? Ant logs.
Oh yeah. Peanut butter and raisins.
Yep. Raisins on a celery stick. Yeah.
Celery is like
says peaches. I can eat peach for hours. I don't like peach at all. I don't like peaches. Period.
You don't like peaches, Jason?
Really?
I don't know if we can be friends right now. I don't know.
I'm kind of offended.
I'm done with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going. Bye, guys. I'm out of here.
He's offended.
Yeah.
I'll have to live with
He's
it.
offended.
I'll have to live with it.
But he's offended.
Don't like apricots. Don't
Niagara
like
region,
peaches.
we grow some of the best
tangerines.
peaches ever known to man. Oh my goodness, Jason!
Yeah, I
what?
don't like them. I don't like them.
It's peach code word for something else.
Jason, have you never gone to an actual peach tree and grabbed a fresh peach right off the tree and bit into it, like the juiciness?
Super gross.
Now I just want to watch James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, amazing! It's
Hey, guys.
exhilarating.
No,
Can I say something real quick? I love peaches, but I only eat the ones out of the can, pre-sliced and flavored. I don't like the ones. I can't eat a raw peach.
Peaches in a can because they come from a man.
Sheila says, "I think everyone just broke up with you, Jason." I know, like literally, out of everything that I've ever done in my life, I've never lost so many friends at the same time. I could have said, like, guys, I killed a man, and they're like, "Well, he probably deserved it. You shouldn't feel too bad. It's fine." I'm like, "I don't like peaches." They're like, "We're done with you."
I mean, I'm still friends with Crow, even though he doesn't like pickles. So I guess I can still be friends with you.
Pickles are the best in the world.
They are.
Like cucumber, like we said, it was it cucumbers or is it what's that shit called? You dip in hummus. You said what was that?
Sticks. Carrots.
What was it?
Carrots. Little carrots.
No, not carrots. But what Jason said.
There was a little skip, and what it sounded like, Ron, that you said was dicks.
Yeah, it did.
He said carrot sticks.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Bay Area Ghost is dropping a $20 super chat.
Ooh.
Oh, Jason!
Well, dang, Bay Area Ghost! I've never even seen your name on these.
That's Daniel. That's Daniel Scary.
That's Daniel.
Oh, Daniel! Whoa,
Oh, Daniel!
Whoa!
I think you screwed up, bro. But I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with this random ass live stream that we're doing. Charnia says a bag of dicks? No, just one dick and some hummus. That's what he's talking about.
Not on the list of things to try.
We've devolved into nothing. Thanks, Ron. Thanks for bringing the dirty.
Sorry, guys.
You're supposed to be the wholesome one here.
I know.
I am.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you, sir.
Not anymore.
This one's for you.
First, you drop a hammer on somebody's head.
Whoa. Don't bring up the hammer story again.
I already brought it up, but nobody noticed it. Excuse me, Dantex noticed it.
That man still doesn't know his name. Sharon says, I got to drive home. Love you all. Check back if you're still alive then. Well, thanks, Sharon, for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Bye, Sharon.
See you,
I don't know how much longer we're going to go. I didn't want to do this for like a bajillion hours, but I ain't got nothing else to do right now, so let's keep going.
There you go.
Daddy.
He didn't even need the soundboard for that one.
Yeah, where is Crow's soundboard? Where's the sexy music?
It's not hooked up right now.
Oh no!
You gotta pay extra for that, guys. Sorry.
Oh,
it's inflation, dude. Sorry, I gotta start charging this shit.
I can go grab a squeaky toy.
Did anyone notice that Crow was featured on the Shapes episode?
There you go.
Quick.
And Beardos.
I know.
I gave him a shout out. Yep.
No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't looked at YouTube in weeks.
Crow's a cool kid on the block right now.
Today was like the first time. Mike says he's driving. He's listening while he's driving.
Hey, Daddy.
Crow is getting famous. Watch out.
No.
Crow needs to start putting out more videos.
I'm supposed to have one out there tonight. It's the whole thing. It's all screwed up, guys. I'm sorry if you watch my channel and you're waiting for a video. I'm sorry. I messed one up and now I'm having to redo it. And now it's just all screwed up. I'm on it though.
Bro, I've been there. Like, I feel bad with my channel because I've been so busy the last 4 weeks. Like, I feel bad for anybody who's subscribed, not even subscribed, but like doing memberships and stuff. Or I'm like, I'm not even putting anything extra out. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm trying to find the time.
No, I get it.
Janine. But I do have some member specific videos coming. I think the first one's next week. I have a cemetery video, a members only cemetery video that's coming out. I have a members only special episode. Like, I don't even want to reveal it yet because it's pretty good. It has to do with Elvis. It's a members only Elvis video.
Cool.
It has to be members only, otherwise he might get in trouble from.
Yeah, because honestly, guys, I was not supposed to be filming video inside of Graceland, but I did. And then I have a members only Falcor tour coming out here very, very soon. So I've got some members only stuff that I'm going to be dropping here very, very soon. In the next like 2 to 3 weeks, you'll have like at least 3 membership only videos. Everybody else is going to get on the road videos and cemetery videos and investigation videos. So there's a ton for everybody that's about to start dropping. And I've got episode 2 of on the road series done and uploaded. So like, it's just, there's going to be a premiere. And then, what else do I have done? I have the cemetery video for next week done. And then I've halfway through the investigation video, the final episode for Octagon Hall, halfway done. So there you go.
Fun times, man.
A bunch of stuff. Bay Area Ghost says, Jason, do you have the Superman drone? What are you talking about, Superman drone? I have a drone. I don't have a Superman drone. That would be sweet.
You just got to stick a little Superman on the drone. That'd be cute.
Yeah,
except the drone will probably fall.
I have a flying Superman that Karen sent me.
I was just talking quick with the case.
Drone.
I was doing a video, guys, with this case in 1989, and it was a paranormal case that was supposed to be a real thing, but then some local paranormal people got involved, and it got really weird. It was actually not caught on tape, but it was actually documented on video as well. So there's a lot to unpack with. But at first, I thought it was like one small video I was reacting to. Then I found out it was a whole sleuth of these videos. So I had to like kind of start redoing the whole thing. But it's really cool though. It's a really curious case, man. It was. I might have remembered it. I ain't gonna say what it is yet, but there was actually like they call it like, I won't say anything yet. I'll wait. But it's I like those old cases like that.
Is it in England or
No,
America?
It's America.
Okay. There's a few old historical cases. It's not the one in the roof, is it? I'm not going to give anything away, but if it's the one, is it the one where they go up in the roof and something funny happens?
Yes, it is that one. And it was up, but see, that was a weird part. But there's also she said there was like some stuff dripping around the house, right?
Yeah.
And it was red colored. Well, the scientists went to check out what it was. It was actually like male DNA, and they have no idea how this stuff.
House.
It was like this. It was dripping like human fluids. It was reddish as well. It was in different. It wasn't just in one spot too. It was in different areas. So it's a really weird case.
I know the case you're talking about. I've got. I don't know what your opinion is on it, but I've got I don't know.
There's more to it than I thought, so that's why I'm going to redo it.
Yeah, I'd like to see your take on that one.
Come on, Allie. Where's my orgasmic moans, guys? Come on. There you go, Karen.
That's job.
I got Joe's girlfriend, Dawn, doing it.
Ron just disappeared.
I think Ron went to go get a refill.
Oh, he might have fallen asleep.
I'm going to need a refill here soon, too.
He fell asleep the other night. I think it was Joe's wife.
Yeah, he's getting another drink. The only sound effect I have is a squeaky toy, and I'm waiting for the dog to bring it to me, but he thinks he's in trouble, so he's not bringing it to me.
Okay.
You just make your own squeaky noise, Ellie.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you. No faking, says Mike B. Oh dear.
Oh,
there we go.
I see you.
Here. Out. Good boy. Good sit.
Daddy.
Jason's got a pond. I don't know about his neighbours. Maybe.
I'm sure it's fine. Mine is a little low. We haven't had a lot of rain lately, but we did have.
You can take some of our water, please.
Windstorms.
Please take it. Please take the water.
I would. We had massive windstorms that knocked out the power to like thousands of people in Tulsa. Like they're still trying to get power. Like it's ridiculous. Dang. I had a tree on my land fall. Like, so I have a fallen tree.
Oh.
Near the pond.
Poor Groot.
Did you hear it fall?
I didn't, but I woke up during the storm. There was lightning and thunder and wind, very little rain. But when I woke up in the morning, yeah, people were like, "Hey, how's everything?" Like, because there's trees down everywhere. Are you guys okay? And I went out and checked, and like I had a whole tree that was just on the ground. I was like, "Well, we had one tree fall, but I have power." But a lot of other people did not and still don't. So it's crazy.
Oh, here's a flamingo.
You're playing with the emojis, Crow.
I thought you said a mango.
I see your what are those baby bottles and pickles?
Baby bottles and
Mike B's throwing down some boobs.
My grandma used to have this little plastic pink flamingos all in her yard. I remember playing those when I was a kid. I might get some pink flamingos put in my yard as well. Why not?
Do it. Why the hell not? Who's gonna say? Who's gonna tell you no?
So anyhow.
Yeah. Hey, guess what I'm going to do when I go back to Virginia City, Crow?
Get a job, move in, live.
Yeah, I probably will because I'll be staying with Connie, so I'll go with her to the Silver Queen again. No, there was Stinky.
Y'all are dirty in the chat. Calm down, people.
There was Stinky with the mule in Virginia City, and then he passed away. Because the mule is still there. So I said to Connie, because she looks after the mule, it's relatively hers, I guess. Or it's not really. It still belongs to Stinky's family, but they're not looking after it. So I said, Bernice is going to get a bath. I'm going to plait her hair. I'm going to make her look all pretty. And then Connie's got a pair of overalls like Stinky used to wear. She said, I'll make you a pair as well. So I'm going to take Bernice into town and let everyone pat her and
be the female Stinky.
My favorite coffee shop. Hey, what was that?
You're going to be the female Stinky?
Well, the grandson who normally does it isn't very well at the moment, so I'm happy to put my hand up. I'll take her into town. I'll take her into town anyway.
Yeah, you'll go up there and you'll be smelly.
I'll be smelly.
Does the mule have a mane or do they keep it roached?
No, she's got a mane.
Okay.
I think. Hang on. Oh, good question, Ellie.
I mean, when we
normally
at the pack station when we had the mules, we would keep them roached just because it made their ears look bigger. I mean, that's not the only reason, but it makes their ears look bigger. Like I have to roach
Brazilians, isn't it?
I have to clip Wilma's mane.
No one heard that today.
She's looking a little scraggly in her 40 years of age.
Yeah, I like to pull the hair.
Of course you do.
Well.
Oh. Sorry, that's my phone.
Yeah. Sorry. Dancing.
No, it's stupid. I'm trying to see the picture of I've got a picture of a rhinoceros. I'm going to Australia Zoo on Thursday. I've never been there. What are you laughing at, Crow? Did I miss something?
Oh no, I was the chat. Stupid.
Nobody knows.
Oh, the chat.
You would say you're going to see rhinoceroses?
No.
The rhinos?
I said I'm going to the Australia
the Naroceri?
Okay, sorry. I'm going to see the rhinos.
Where is she? I've lost her. Oh, there's Bernice. There she is. Hang on. Let me have a look. No, she's got well, sort of. She has been, but her hair's a little bit long. So she could have that again. That would certainly keep her neater. But if it's long, I'm going to plait it and put a bow in it. And I'll put a little hat on her head. I think she's got a hat. I'm pretty sure she's got a hat. So I'll make sure there's some fresh flowers on her hat. But I'm looking forward to doing that. And I'll be hanging out with Taylor Rawn. Taylor and I are going to watch The Ghost and Mrs. Muir and a Time to Remember with Christopher Reeve.
Oh. Yeah, I want to watch that too. I want to watch that too.
What was that?
That dang movie kills me every time.
I'm going to watch that too.
Somewhere in Time. Yeah. I cry.
Yeah,
I
Somewhere
cry.
in Time.
And the Ghost and Mrs. Muir, the original Ghost and Mrs. Muir.
I have Somewhere in Time on VHS on my shelves right here. It's like right there.
Yeah, every time.
Really? That's cool. I love getting the VHS copies, dude. I actually have a small collection, but they're probably not as cool as yours. But I can't just have a VHS tape. I want the one from the 80s, the actual old school tape. Makes it more special.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a God movie. It's a good one. I wouldn't say it's a God movie, Dantex.
Somewhere in Time. Right there.
Yeah, there it is. He was so handsome, Christopher. He was really a handsome man.
This movie messed me up, man.
Tragic. Really?
Oh, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
That is a solid love story.
Hey, I noticed he played the Aviator. I don't remember because I watched the one with Leonardo, but I've never watched the Aviator with Christopher Reeve.
Huh?
I
think it's a different story.
It's not the same. Okay. Ooh, that's cool though. That's cool. But I really enjoyed the Aviator with Leonardo. That was really good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. He did a good job. He's not a bad little actor, that Leo.
Oh, dude, I think he's a man. I think he's amazing.
I like Ricky Gervais's joke about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when Leonardo DiCaprio took his date to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was a 3-hour movie, so by the time it finished, his date was too old for him.
Damn.
I suppose young girls date him because he's got money. I don't know. I suppose he's not bad looking. I don't know. Is he good looking? Oh, he was when he was Jack.
The Aviator
he was only a baby.
Yeah, The Aviator with Christopher Reeve is about a 1920s male pilot and a rich man's daughter crash land on a mountain full of hungry wolves. So a little different.
Wow. That's cool.
That movie came out in 1985.
Man, that's okay. I don't think I've seen that.
I'll find something else.
I've seen this movie 100 times.
Which one's that?
Somewhere in Time. A time travel movie that doesn't involve a DeLorean. Antoine says, I'm looking forward to seeing Oppenheimer. That movie is going to be a masterpiece. I will check that one out as well.
I haven't even heard of that yet.
It's Christopher Nolan's movie
about
the creation of the atom bomb.
Yes!
The same weekend as the movie. And so, there's this weird, for some reason, the internet has decided to, pit them as rivals of who's going to win, the atom bomb masterpiece by Christopher Nolan or the Barbie movie. Who's going to win kind of thing.
Barbie. It's got a shirtless what's his face in it, so Barbie will win.
Yeah, that atom bomb movie looks really good, man.
Hey, Crow, I just sent you for later in your messenger. You might have already seen it, but it's Christopher Reeve on SNL back in the day when he just started playing Superman.
Oh.
And it's a comedy skit with Belushi.
Yeah.
And he's going into audition for the part of Superman.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, awesome.
But he actually has superpowers.
Quite funny.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, no, I can fly. I've got super strength and stuff. And
it's kind of like that. It's funny.
It's
funny. It's funny to watch. Yeah, Daniel. Somewhere in Time has a very sad ending, but I kind of and did you know the guy who wrote that? What was his name?
Bob?
The guy who wrote that, he actually wrote that after he went to Virginia City and went to the Piper's Opera House, because there's a picture of the actress in there, and that's where he got the idea for the book. Just FYI.
And the book's pretty different than the movie.
Yeah, but that's where he got the idea for the book. But the Ghost of Mrs. Muir, the original one, the black and white one, ends in a similar fashion, and it's just as sad. And it's worth a watch. What are you laughing at?
Sorry. Just a moment.
We're cheering from
brownies
supporters around the world.
No, actually, Crow, I have not had any brownies.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, you know what? I got some little Rice Krispie. It's called Crispy this time. Crispy treats over here. I forgot about.
Ooh.
Might munch on those tonight. That's what she said.
Richard Matheson, that's his name, Daniel, the author of Somewhere in Time.
Daddy.
Oh, glass of the page. There it is.
Yeah, if you haven't watched Somewhere in Time, Christopher Reeve time travels through mental manipulation. He convinces
don't give it away. Don't give it away.
No, give it away. Give it away. I have not seen
it. But the point is, he convinces himself wholly that he is in a different time, and he appears there. And then he's like, I made it. And then he has like an adventure. And that's what the movie's about. And it's a love story. It's really, really cool. Wow. Super well made. Absolutely worth your guys' watch. And it's super weird because Christopher Reeve's so known as Superman in the genre films that it's weird to see him just being Christopher Reeve, like just being an actor, because he can act. And he kills it in this movie.
Damn.
In terms of like this love story and like the emotion that he brings forth in this story. And so like if you're into like time travel, this movie is flipping solid, but it's not like sci-fi time travel in terms of like jumping in a time machine. It's like, I don't know, it's like a dramatic time travel, if you will, but it works so well. And it's so good, and it holds up. Like, even though the movie takes place in its current time, which is 1980, so it's a little dated, but because it's a dude in 1980 who's traveling back, like, I don't know, 40, 50 years or whatever, the movie doesn't feel dated at all because you're not, like, being like, well, technology, like, why didn't he just call her? Or, like, why... I don't know. There's a certain aspect of like older films where you're just like, I don't know. There's a technology gap where you're just like, it's hard for me to understand where this one doesn't rely on technology, which is good for a time travel movie. So it doesn't feel dated at all, which is a problem. Like if you watch Back to the Future, you're like, clearly part of the story is like this dude is from 1985 and he's traveling back to 55. But sometimes like Terminator, you're like, well, this doesn't feel very relevant because we're in 2023 and this is happening in like 1984 or whatever. Yeah. So the movie holds up super, super well. And it's just Christopher Reeve just kills it. It's got Jane Seymour in it as like the love interest. She's beautiful in this movie.
Also,
she's super young.
Real quick too, I've been watching like a lot of early '90s movies, stuff that I kind of missed when I was early teen, and even the late '80s movies and stuff. Because there's a lot on Tubi. I was like, this is cool. It has some mainstream actors. I've never seen this movie. What's cool though about watching these old movies that I've never seen before is that you see actors like right when they're starting. And you're like, holy crap, there's so-and-so. And it's like, wow, I would have never saw, it's pretty neat when you watch these older movies who you see in the background. But I'm realizing there's a lot of movies that we're under the radar that we never watch.
It's even weirder than, you watched them when they were a hit, and then you watch them again years later, you think, I'm going to chuck that on as a Scream. was one. I only watched that. I watched that when it was at the cinema originally, and then I watched it with the girls. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, "Oh my god, that's so and so." Oh my god, that's so and so.
Yeah, you kind of forget.
I mean,
somewhere in time.
No, don't forget they were nobody. They were nobody when they made Scream, and now they're big actors. So it's kind of cool.
But it's such a you forget that, like, you had that experience when they were nobodies. And then you watch the movie again, you're like, oh, I'm seeing this through new eyes because this guy's going to become, like, he's going to have like 7 hits after this movie. He's going to become a name or whatever.
Movie.
She's going to become a name.
Yeah.
And the other
Somewhere
movie
in time,
like,
this movie came out in 1980, which is 1 year after
Philadelphia Experiment.
It's 1 year after Superman. So, like, he did Superman and then almost immediately went and did Somewhere in Time. So it's just super weird.
Wow. Like back to back.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping my links, Tarnia. You're awesome. You always do that in our live streams. I appreciate it. And I know, Allie, you dropped some links too earlier.
I did.
I don't get
That's
a whole lot of support for the links in terms of like the merchandise, but I love the fact that people can wear the merchandise because I don't put out a ton of merchandise, but what I do put out is important to me. So I love you guys buying that stuff.
I got told the other day that the Cemetery Road would be a good name for a band.
True.
Yeah.
He's like, is that
if
a
I could
band
play
name?
any sort of music.
Sure. Whatever. I don't know.
Whatever you want it to be. Bro.
Whatever you want it to be. Just follow it on YouTube.
Bay Area Ghost says the story takes place in 1912. Is that Somewhere in Time?
What's that?
Yep, it is. So let me read you the back of the box. No spoilers. Somewhere in Time is the story of a young writer who sacrifices his life in the present to find happiness in the past, where a true love awaits him, which is Christopher Reeve. He's the guy from the future. Jane Seymour. She's in the past. Boom. Love it. And yeah, he travels back to 1912. So he's in the 80s, like the beginning of the 1980s, and then he travels back to 1912. So yeah, it's so good. If I can convince one person to watch Somewhere in Time from this live stream, I've done my job. Aaron says, I wear my Tapophile hat all the time. Awesome. Law says she's still lurking. Bay Area Ghost says Jimi Hendrix is buried on Cemetery Road. That's the thing, man. There are many, many cemetery roads in the world because a lot of places, if the cemetery falls on that road, they just name it Cemetery Road. It's pretty awesome.
I got a quick
photo of. Yes.
I had a quick time travel.
Go for it. And we lost Crow. He had a time travel question, and then he traveled back in time.
Traveled back in time. That's what happened.
Now he's in 1912.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. So I traveled back in time, and before I was born, my dad's still there, but I haven't been born yet. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I messed it up. I traveled back in time, and I'm 5 years old. I'm 45. I'm 45, me, and then I'm 5 years old there. And I come back in time, and then somebody kills a 5-year-old me.
Well,
do I still exist as the time traveler that came back at 45?
It depends on, like, if we're talking movie.
Paradox.
It's not so much a paradox as in which rules are you following. Like when you exit your timeline, are you separated from the timeline? So if you arrive back when you were 5 years old and someone for some weird reason decides I'm going to take out Crow at 5, are you disconnected from your timeline? Because if you're disconnected from it, then it's almost you are visiting an alternate timeline in a way. So you specifically are safe, but any future you go back to will not have a Crow of Judas because you've removed yourself from the timeline.
But now that if I'm in that timeline, though,
if you have the theory that even though you left your time and went back, that you're still tethered to the time that you left from, and somebody kills Crow of Judas at 5 years old, then you will just cease to exist. It's a tethering property in time travel of, are you tethered to that time or do you disconnect yourself from that time? When
see, some scientists say you have both. You have a world where
we have no idea.
Right. It's a mind.
It just depends. If you're gonna make a movie where you travel back in time and like suddenly like your 5-year-old self like explodes or whatever, and you're like, oh crap, well now if I move forward in time, if I go back to my point of origin, everything's gonna be messed up because no one will know who I am because I disconnected myself from the timeline and time moved on without me. And if I go back to the future, I will have not existed. So I'll just be like a stranger in a foreign time. But if I'm tethered to it, that if I make changes to the past, it will affect my future. Then when they kill 5-year-old Crow, then you just blink out of existence because you're tethered.
Care, what do you think?
Time travel is weird, bro.
Yeah.
What do I think? I just think if you could travel back in time and found your younger self, firstly, that means something in the past has changed because you've just come from the future where you're fine. So why would going back in time mean that someone's going to kill 5-year-old Crow unless you do it yourself? Like it doesn't, that actually doesn't make sense because that would be a different timeline.
This is just like a what if kind of thing. It has nothing.
Yes, I know
like, it's
that,
just
Jason.
like, yeah, but what if Crow was super important in the future? Like 10 years from now, Crow is super important that somebody's like, listen, if we could discover time travel and kill him when he's 5, we won't have to deal with super important Crow. Like that's the difference.
Well, I know there's lots of things that people would love to do if they could go back in time, but then.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Man, that'd be fun. That'd be real fun.
Hypotheticals are always good. Like, hypothetically, if you went back in time and someone put a little baby in your arms, a gorgeous little boy, and said, kill it, that's Hitler. I couldn't.
Oh, I thought that may be against the wall.
Well, that's hypothetical, isn't it? You've got the opportunity to change the timeline and save millions of lives.
He's like, it's who?
You've got to take the life of the baby.
Or you could
just it'd fry me.
Move away from Germany and raise him like a good boy.
That's true. Yeah, that was
and not have to throw a baby against the wall, bro. There's easier ways to fix that.
Well, yeah, you could do that, but then again, it doesn't mean it'll work because I think he was just a Looney Tunes anyway.
Yeah, but you can try, and if you have access to time travel, if it doesn't work, you just try again.
Go back and kill him anyway. Well, kill him when he's a teenager. At least that sounds a bit more fair.
Look, anytime for me, if I had a chance to save millions of people, yes, I would kill that thing.
You know what? Maybe it's a good idea if we started gassing people. Then that's when you start shooting people.
Oh, well, the other day on my live, I said, why can't we miss certain people? So, oops. I think it was Loz just said, watch out, Karen will start misting people. I said, it'd be really good if you could just, all these horrible people that stick their fingers up at you.
Bay Area. Temporal Prime Directive. Let's go Star Trek rules. We can't mess with stuff.
Yeah, you can't. You can't mess with time. I'll go Star Trek rules because they've invented in the show Star Trek. They're invented plenty of stuff we've got now. So I'll go with Star Trek.
Did you know? Yeah, well, I'm sure you must. I'm sure most of you know this, guys. Like if you go out into space right now, go to a rocket ship, it went really fast, not speed of light, but close to speed of light. When you come back, you'll be like 13 seconds ahead of time, or whatever. But if you go really long time around Earth, it's really, really fast, super fast for like 5 years, you're going to come back and be, I think it's either pretty far ahead of time or either pretty behind time. It's either one of those. I think it's ahead.
I watched Superman again. He does it.
But no, it's a real thing.
Yeah,
people come back on. That's like they have these clocks that are synced when they go into space, and they come back and they're actually off a little bit by 2 seconds or a second or whatever.
Yeah, that happens to me when I travel to America.
Time dilation.
I go back in time, and then I come back and I'm back to the future.
Time dilation.
All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go get my refill, and then I think we're going to start wrapping this up, guys.
Yeah, I've got to go to the shops anyway, guys.
Oh.
But
it's very deep and meaningful. I need to go to the shops.
Ooh, what you gonna go shopping for?
Nothing. I'm just going to take. My daughter wants to get a massage. She's got a sore shoulder, and I said, "Sure, I'll take you for a massage." So she's going to get a massage. While she's doing that, I've got to buy a small tarp and another cover for one of my bird aviaries because the cockatoo's been sitting on top of the cover and ripped it to shreds. So I've got to put something up and fix that. And then I've got to clean the backyard because the lawn's getting mowed tomorrow.
Wait,
and
can I get a tour of the aviary? I want to see the birds you have.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I haven't got that many now, but sure, I will do that for you. I will ring you on the Facebooky thingy.
Yeah.
And FaceTime you.
I just want to see the birds.
Yeah, I can do that. I've got do you want me to run and get one right now?
Yes.
Hang on, I'll be back.
I was going to say, normally I would go get an alpaca, but I'm not the ranch, so I can't go get an alpaca.
All right, I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Daniel said they do that now with. Oh man, I don't know what that word is.
Hello? Crow was talking and then he wasn't.
Silence.
Oh, sorry. Is
No.
Is it geosynchronous satellites?
It just cut off mid sentence. Like, yeah, Daniel, that's what I'm done.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's my thing. I don't do the see, I can't do it. That's not a thing.
Oh, shut up.
Selena.
What is Karen killing in that room?
I'm not killing
chicken.
Oh my
Killing
goodness.
a chicken?
Oh, look at you.
Oh, wait a minute, Karen.
Oh, we're so happy.
What is that?
She's just had a bath.
Is it a parrot?
Well, yeah, it's a
It's
lorikeet.
a conure, isn't it?
It's a parrot.
Isn't a cat in a hat?
Karen.
You're a cat in a hat.
Karen.
That is a cute bird.
Karen.
That is a very cute bird. Yes,
That's
you're so pretty.
So she's very wet. She just gave herself a bath. So.
I was going to say, why does she look very splotchy? Okay, that's what makes. Okay, gotcha.
But I
she
love
was
the
in
color.
a bowl, so she's like, "You're going to dance." La 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 la.
Oh my goodness.
That close.
So
She's.
Hello.
wow.
Oh.
My
Does she talk, Karen?
Oh my goodness.
I was going to bring the cocky in, but he's not.
Calm down.
For God's
Calm
sakes,
down.
Calm down. Whoa, wait a minute. What? Jason's like, what did I miss?
I can try and get him. Are you ready to go back to your bath? All right, I'll take her back to her bath, and I'll come back with the cockatoo. This would kind of be like
A cock or two?
Or 3 or 4.
Look at that. That's a lorikeet. Now I'll bring in a cocky.
Can't have too many cocks. Or two.
Jesus Christ.
Cocks or two. Dear God. Ow.
I haven't had a bird. I had a parakeets back in the day. Poor things. Who knows what happened to them?
Well, I'm not even going to say it because you're going to make it dirty. So never mind.
Bay Area Ghost
No, that's
says,
okay.
Jason, have you been to Smallville, Kansas? I have not, but I've been to Metropolis, Illinois.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my!
That's a Star Trek reference right there. Oh my!
I love that guy.
I'll be right back, guys.
George Takei.
Okay, Ron.
Refill.
I want a beer. God dang it! I want to get some beer next time, guys. I'll have some fucking beer now. I just never get it to have on me, so that when we do go live, I can drink some.
You got to
I
be
made
like
a
me,
special
always
trip for
prepared.
tonight.
I'm a cheap ass too, guys. I really am. It's like $14 for a 12-pack. Fuck this.
It's only what are you drinking? Because my shit's like $20 for a 12-pack.
Well, I usually do Michelob Ultra for low carb beer.
Okay, that makes more
Mine's
sense.
like
okay.
$12 for a 6-pack.
Yeah, y'all do the fancy smancy beers.
I don't even drink
Yes,
beer.
sir.
Hello, I'm white.
Oh, that's beautiful.
White Claws.
It's a birdie.
Oh, hello. What are you doing?
Your internet
I
famous
don't know
bird.
what's happening right now.
This is the one that had a stroke.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And this is the one that people keep telling me to knock on the head, and I'm not going to.
No.
Oh, poor
To
thing.
knock on
Yeah,
the
look,
head?
he's like, excuse me, please don't.
You want to
That's
say? Do
fine.
you want to say hello, Popeye? He does talk. He says hello, Popeye. So when I found Popeye, he'd been hit by a car, and this little eye of his was out, wasn't it?
Oh, wow.
Dear, little.
Look at that.
So
He's
I took him
mohawking.
home, and he couldn't open his beak because he obviously got hit in the head somehow. So I thought he was going to die, but I put him in a cage, and I
That's
waited till the
awesome.
swelling went down. I got his little eye back in,
Wow.
and he lived. And that was 7 years ago.
Yeah,
So I
That's
don't
awesome.
actually know how old he is because he was wild, but
Oh.
he's my little mate, aren't you, mate? Hey? That's what they do. So that's Popeye, but I'll keep him here with me for a minute.
he's fun.
What do you think, Popeye? You gonna bite me?
Oh, hey.
He doesn't bite, but because he's got no balance, he gets a fright sometimes, and then he'll grab me, and I'm like, ow, don't you? Hey? But that's
We lost Ron. He showed up and he
Oh,
went
he'll
away.
come back. He'll come back, won't
If he can figure it out.
he?
Yeah, he lost
Oh,
the
he's so
clipboard in the short.
He's so
What?
cute. He's like, no,
Hi,
I'm not done
buddy.
kissing.
Hello. Oh my goodness, I
Hello,
love
birdie.
you. Look at you. Oh yeah, you pretty bird.
He can hear you. He's thinking, what the?
Oh,
He
he's
just can't
listening.
work
He's
it
like,
out.
I don't understand what's going on, but I can hear people.
Yeah. Say Popeye. See what he does.
Digger.
Call him
Popeye.
Digger
Popeye.
here. Popeye.
Hey, Popeye. Popeye.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of biting, he's like, the box is talking.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Popeye.
Mom, my name is coming out from the screen and I don't understand what's going on.
What's wrong?
This person looks weird. It's a glowing box.
Oh, Popeye. So what do you think, mate? You ready to go back? You're going to kiss me or bite me?
Yeah, undecided.
Ron's in the basement.
Oh, is he?
I got you, bro. I got you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
I
he's
hit the
back.
wrong button.
Oh.
I
What's
hate
up?
it when that happens.
Yeah,
Well,
he clicks
guys,
when he
I
wants
think we're
to
going
be
to wrap
kids.
up.
Aren't you?
I think we're
you
going
wanna
to
say
wrap
goodbye
up
to
the
everyone,
live
Popeye?
stream.
Yeah. I'll
So
say
if you guys
goodbye
have
now
any
because I'm going
questions-
to start popping back.
All right.
Say bye-bye,
Bye,
Popeye.
Popeye.
Bye, Popeye.
All right,
You
guys,
pretty
I'll
bird.
talk to you later. Love you, Jason.
Bye,
Love you, Ron. Love you, Cry. Love you,
Karen.
Bye.
Love you.
Joe.
Bye, love you.
Bye, everybody in
Have
chat.
fun at the shop.
If I can even, I'm one-handed here, so just drop me, would you, Jason? See
I
you
will.
guys.
Bye. Bye. And she's gone. I can still kind of see her. She's wrangling with a bird. But we're going to wrap this up. We got a few more minutes. And then we're going to drop out, get some rest. But it's good to hang out with y'all. I know we've had like a consistent at least 15 people during this live stream. So if you're catching this on Team Rewatch, thanks for your support. That's been awesome. Make sure you watch the first On the Road episode. Hopefully the technical issues we had during the premiere don't carry on to the rest of the actual, like if you click on the episode. But I'll have another one next weekend. And hopefully another live stream if y'all are down, because it's been a while. Like Tarnia just said, nice to hang out with you, Jason. It's been a while. It has been a while, and I have noticed it's been rough not hanging out with y'all. So I appreciate you guys' support and your patience. And we got a lot of content between all of our channels. We have a ton of content coming out. So make sure you guys are all subscribed to Cemetery Road, to Weeping Willow, to Doof Doof. Because all of that content is going to be pumping out for a while. We have so much content. Crow, calm down. I wasn't
sorry. I hear the word pump. I get excited.
I know you do. So if you have any last minute questions, guys, for everybody here, let us know. I'm probably going to cut this off in a few minutes. But if you have questions about our trip, about the On the Road series, about the investigations, about cemeteries that we visited, any of that, we will try and answer them without spoiling anything. That's our plan.
Will Ron have a channel? Good question.
I mean,
Michael.
we've been talking
Not
about
yet.
some barbecue
Very
and
good
stuff.
question.
He will. He will.
And definitely
I'll tell you what.
It's in the works.
I mean, if you watch the On the Road series, in the intro, you see some of his chicken wings. He definitely should.
let me tell you. So now that I have the mustache and the beard and this look going on, do you think I'm ready to do a channel?
Yes.
You are, bro. Just
you think I'm ready?
Tell
to
your
do
wife I need to borrow your camera and smoke some meat, and you're good.
Don't
to go.
drop it.
You don't even need like a weekly channel. You can do like every few weeks or whatever. Yeah. Just whenever you smoke some meat and do some barbecuing or whatever, you just film your process and you put it out there and just have some fun with it.
All right. I think the next time I do, I'm going to try it. I don't know how it'll turn out, but I'll try something.
And the next time I'm up there, we will film an episode that is called 3 a.m. Wings. We'll get that thing going.
And they turned out great, didn't they?
Oh, bro.
It was just hilarious. It was like, oh, crap, the chicken wings are still frozen. Throw them on the barbecue. 3 hours later, they turned
3 a.m. we're eating chicken wings after sitting in the hot tub for like 4 hours. So good. And they were amazing.
They were good.
Damn.
We ate so many chicken wings on that trip. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I literally wish, Crow, I could somehow send them to you because they were amazing.
I know.
Even Cass is
what I got right here. I totally forgot about this. It's been sitting right here.
Oh, what? Hot sauce.
Brimstones.
Oh, yeah.
This is hot sauce we got from one of the breweries we visited. That's up by Ron. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this on some wings this weekend.
Nice. Let me know what you think.
Oh, doggy. Yeah, take that off. J9 says, I haven't done my channel in a year. Has it been a year?
Damn.
Jeez.
Janine, you got to do some more. Put some content out there. I'll watch it.
Bay Area Ghost says, Ron, even I have a channel.
Does he?
He does have some investigations on there. He sure does.
Really? No kidding. Oh.
Girl.
Just got to get it started, man. Got to start with something. Work on the consistency and you're good to go.
I think I'll Do you think I should wear the bacon costume? What do you think?
No, I mean that's another
barbecue?
thing.
100%.
Like you put the bacon
like,
costume on
100%.
certain episodes. You have to be anytime you use bacon in your recipe, then you're just like, all right, guys, this recipe calls for bacon, so you know what that means. Boop, bacon costume.
You know what?
Good idea.
Yes, that is true, Jason.
Really?
Yes. I could be like, okay, guys, we're gonna do some like bacon wrapped chicken legs.
Yeah.
And you know what this calls for, and then I cut out, and then I'm in a bacon costume.
But I can also see kids and stuff. People just like tuning in because they see Ron's big lovely face with this big piece of bacon wrapped around that face. Like it's just.
I mean,
you
can honestly do anything you smoke or anything you barbecue. Be like, hey, we're doing some prime rib or whatever. And you're just like, oh, the prime rib looks good. And you get like a nice slice of it. And you're like, you know what would be good with this, though?
Oh.
If it was wrapped in bacon. And then, like, you're in the bacon outfit. And you're like, here we go. We're going to wrap. I smoked this bacon for 50 hours. And I'm going to wrap it around this thing. Let's see how this tastes. So that could be almost like every episode where you're just like, I'm going to smoke this meat or that meat or whatever. Yeah. And at the end of it, you're like, this was really good. I love this. I did it for this many hours. This is what I used for it. But you know what would make it better? And then you're in the bacon.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, there you go.
I wrapped it in bacon.
Yes.
That would be great. That could be your shtick. I love that.
Yeah. And Janine goes, Ron, you and drinking beer doing it. Yes, that I could have like a little like, you know,
every once in a while you just splash some beer on the meats, and you
or just like a little thing like, what beer am I drinking tonight, kind of thing, right? You know.
Hang on, I forgot the fireworks for tonight. Sorry.
Oh, all right, I'll hang on. There's a lot of good things. I would watch that channel. Like I think a channel with you smoking and barbecuing meats, solid.
Might have to do. I think I should do it.
And then you could like try and do, I don't know, like a Halloween episode or whatever, an October episode where you're like barbecuing a meat outside of a haunted location. Behind me is the Conjuring house.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, here I am. Yeah. This is what I'm cooking tonight.
What spooky spirits are going to visit me tonight while I'm barbecuing? Let's see.
I know you've had some bacon wrapped jalapenos, but have you had haunted bacon wrapped jalapenos?
There you go.
Hey, what about bacon wrapped bacon?
Bacon wrapped
Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that.
You're fine.
All right, guys, we're going to call it a night. I appreciate all of you guys watching, not only my episode, the behind-the-scenes episode of On the Road, but this live stream, which has been totally, totally fun. I'm going to try and do it again next week, but I'm not going to promise anything. We have Weeping Willow's next installment of the Octagon Hall investigation coming out next week on Thursday. I'm going to put out an episode on Wednesday with some cemetery footage, and then hopefully an On the Road next Saturday. That should be awesome. And again, make sure you're subscribed to Weeping Willow Paranormal and Doof Doof Paranormal, and keep on the lookout for Ron's eventual Cooking with Bacon Everywhere channel.
It's gonna happen. I don't know when, but
make sure you're subscribed to Crow of Judas for all of his stuff. And you never know when Allie will pop up on any of our channels. You never know.
Vienna sausage, right?
The old Vienna sausage. So
I just get invited, guys, and I'm always down.
Where there's small wieners at, she's at.
It's not my fault.
She's always where the small wieners are at. Terrible. We love you guys. Thanks for all the support of our channels and this community. You guys are amazing. I love seeing all of your faces and names, throwing hearts and emojis in the chat. So until next time, make sure you're following us on not only YouTube, but Instagram is kind of our social media of choice. That'll let you know when we're going to be doing our thing. You guys are awesome. Can't wait to see you on the next one. And until the next one, remember, as always, be safe because I want to see you, and be respectful because that's what we do. Have a